I saw this photo on Twitter that I can only assume was taken in a mom and pop vinyl store. And you know, music is a very diverse medium, even within genres, so you need a way to divide these things into smaller niches. Some things are considered subgenres, but it's hard to divine these things by the way they sound. There's gonna be crossover and they don't fit neatly into existing genres. So this vinyl store took a unique approach to it and started dividing rap by what I can only assume where this music would be posted online, or the type of people who listen to it spend most of their time online, maybe even discussing it. Bandcamp rap and SoundCloud rap are at least like sorta real things. Then there's Tumblr rap and Reddit rap. That Reddit rap I really had to hone in on because there's some precedent for this. There are a number of hip-hop discussion subreddits and a lot of people on those sites. Some of them have their own stereotypes of what music they listen to by being in there. Like, believe it or not, r/Drizzy likes listening to Drake. No way. I wanted to figure out what exactly this store meant without actually trying to find the store and actually finding out. Luckily, the replies had me covered, and we had this beautiful piece of work put in front of me.
Reddit is awesome. It's an amazing platform that works off communities.
Immediately incredible, man. This dude is doing way too much for the subject matter and the beat he chose. He's doing melodic fucking gymnastics on essentially a corporate training video instrumental. This guy is Kevin, and he does a lot of videos like that, and he will be the focus of this video, but I feel like it's only fair that we look at another example of Reddit rap, mine. I think I was in a call with some friends, and we just looked up Reddit type beat. I picked the first thing I heard and created the worst thing I've ever made. You can tell this was 2020 by the references, but I need to show some humility here before I get into the real master's work. I feel like I wanna fuck Big Chungus. I forgot about the really loud ambience that I just boosted because my microphone was so quiet. I feel like I wanna fuck Big Chungus. My balls in space, call it a hungus. My dick smells like some thuggus. That was gay, like come on bruh. I can't get enough time on Reddit. There mom, I finally said it. Farming karma is my fetish. I follow all subs, I don't edit. I love Minecraft more than Tetris. Wilson 100, I got bread bitch. I caught the Boston Bomber mom. I did it in my pajamas. Dream cheated and I can prove it. Both sides are as bad as each other. Am I the asshole? I need approval. My entire brain is in the gutter. A dream cheated joke, man. What was I doing before I could legally drink alcohol? Fuck. Don't let me down. I really need a pick-me-up after having to listen to myself say those things. The meme subtitle, so we didn't think it was just a random ad-lib of somebody screaming in agony. I love how neither of the words subtitled on screen are audible at all. I don't care what you tell me, you're gonna have a pretty hard time convincing me that he was saying aggregating or memes there. Another thing I want you to pay attention to while we're watching this is that the quality of the animations for the Reddit logo are pretty fucking absurd, but surprisingly high effort. This dude is doing more animation for this one shitpost than I do for most of my content that actually makes me money. Low-key, this is the nursery rhyme I would share my children if I was trying to indoctrinate them into some type of Reddit-using cult. Tell me, is it better to sit your kid in front of an iPad and have them watch Cocomelon or other baby sensory videos for hours on end so you can go do your work-from-home job instead of spending time with them? Or should I put them in front of r/Wall Street bets? At least they'll learn to read that way a little faster. Listen, man, a lot of my early vocabulary, but beyond, like, the grade school shit, was from playing Pokemon and finding a word I had no idea what it meant. I learned how to sound out words because of the fucking PMD Isekai game. My kid is gonna read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, just like I fucking did as an 8-year-old because my dad made me. Just a fucking random ad-libs. And then the freaked out little Reddit guy, like what, who is he piping with that long of a stroke, man? His dick is not long enough to need that much of a wind-up. I don't believe you. He's completely flat down there, man. He's wearing a strap-on, variable size. He's fronting. He's lying to your faces. He's low-key spitting though, man. Whenever you need help with something, then like Google is just not giving you an answer. Even with the AI bullshit, this still works. Type in your whatever problem you're having, then put Reddit after it, and you'll probably find a 2-upvote discussion thread of somebody asking this very specific technical issue. And I have found more solutions in those replies than basically anywhere else. Sometimes Steam discussion threads have similar levels of very, very brief genius and utility, but you gotta be a little more careful about those, and they're harder to find because they're not as organized into individual subcommunities. And that's the thing with Reddit. I can stand to have that app on my phone in a way that I can't have Twitter on my phone. Twitter is an exclusively desktop experience for me, so I can quite literally stand up and walk away from it. What it says that I don't do that more often to get away from me saying stupid shit? Probably something I need to do some pondering about, but I always think of my brain rotting from my consumption and my attention span smoldering in the flames, and how big of chunks I'm consuming information about a particular topic. Reddit isn't much better, but you can reasonably go into a discussion thread and read a big write-up some random user made, and then actually read a more extended discourse in the comments than you could in Twitter replies, because that site is just not made for that sort of thing. Don't get me wrong, it's doing the exact same thing where it rots my brain, but like, it's a much more curatable experience than Twitter. I can't believe I've managed to turn the Reddit rap into a discussion about why Reddit's actually not so bad, actually. How about this? Reddit probably has one of the more reliable archives of user-generated information and help for like niche specifics, and Tumblr is probably the best browsing experience of any of the remaining social media. Tumblr's not really a big one anymore, but if you can stomach it, it probably has the most pleasant scroll. Oh my god, dude, what is this melody? People who make rap battle parodies, Fight Marker, I'm talking to you. Get this fucking guy right now. He is running circles around anything you've ever done. That Peter Griffin Deadpool R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet parody was some of the most beautiful shit I've ever heard, and it's getting fucking mobbed, washed! The auto-tune tried to fight back, man. It's being held hostage. It's like Chris in the Soul. Y'all hate on this, but listen to Blade. You fucking step the hell off right now, dude. I had a friend who I was talking about the Blade movie with, and I said, I'm like, yeah, Blade was the first black superhero. And my friend went, what? Blade isn't black? And I was like, yes, the fuck he is. What are you talking about? He thought I was talking about Blade with 2 E's. Emphasis on the overshared, man. At least on Reddit, people usually make burners to post in like r/true off my chest or confessions so that it can't be linked to their personal identity. The type of like devious shit and home-wrecking escapades people get up to in those subreddits is the type of shit on Twitter that people will say right after it happened and the other guy found out and put their name and work position connected to it. You should be saying that in 4chan or on Reddit accounts you made in an incognito tab before losing the email and password.
It's an amazing platform.
Just one last vocal line to leave us in pure bliss, man. That shit was awesome. I really don't want it to be over, dude. I was just getting into that shit. Luckily for you, this was so well received, he made a part 2. Reddit is awesome too. Song. Chocolate Milkman immediately saying, shut the fuck up. Please just delete the account. No. I'm more and more convinced that this account is S-tier trolling. Of fucking course it is, dude. Does this seem like a guy who has your best interest or sincere entertainment at heart? He's playing you like a goddamn fiddle and you're falling for it like idiots. Let's see what part 2 is. Is it like further breaking down the nuances of how the platform itself works, or are we gonna get some scathing critique?
It's a content everything where people post.
Okay, this is unironically sounding more like Blade. The instrumental is no longer nearly as generic, and the autotune sounds like something I've heard other artists actually try to do on a song. See YB and Namir Soul Train. If you haven't, that's a classic, man.
Comment and share and
I'm a little sad. This feels almost like a cash-in from this dude, man. The first one had like so much love and effort put into the Reddit logos and animations that appeared on screen, but you can still see like the white border on these ones. It's like a thumbnail that I would make. Social media, he's just reusing the same ad-libs, man. We need new stuff. Get in the booth! It's turning into a YouTuber outro / a 2013 FaZe Clan sniping montage EDM track very quickly. Shout out r/fat squirrel hate and r/deers being stupid, all timers. You guys gotta check those subreddits out if you've never been on them. I don't know what genre those fit into. Animal hate? I don't know. Man, I think my goat might be washed, man. He just doesn't seem into it like he was in the last one. He's not even lip-syncing all the way through or with the same emotive passion he used to. It makes me kind of sad. Like, was there, like, genuine backlash that, like, made him really lose his love of the craft? Like, there was an outpouring of support in the first one, even if it was kind of, you know, joking. He posted this one like a month after the original, dude, so I don't know how much he actually cares about this sort of thing anymore. He might just be trying to ride the wave while it's still hot and it's making its second round by being pulled off TikTok and reposted everywhere else. I shiver to find what subreddits actually found said Reddit song. Statistically, there has to be at least one person who unironically loves this shit and has been jamming out to it multiple times a day after first hearing this. From what I understand, Erms Kevin has a lot more of this kind of thing. I do explanation videos and I sing songs about stuff. If you guys want to see me what's further in the belly of the beast, let me know. It will take some major convincing, so run them likes up and shit, and I'll think about it. If you guys want to send me any video topics, that kwytebox email is in the description below. Anyways, piss off.